Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam here, and today is Friday, July 17th, 2020, and I'm going to be showing you guys the best things to buy, sell, and maybe even invest in right now in NBA 2K20. And I also have some new snipe filters you guys should start using, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video for those. So as usual, guys, let's go ahead and start with any new content we got in NBA 2K20 today, and then we'll go ahead and switch on over to Twitter, see if we got any new locker codes or any new news regarding NBA 2K20 or 2K21, and see if there's any potential leaks about upcoming content. Which, spoiler alert, there is actually some information on a potential token market update tomorrow, but we'll get to that here in a second. But let's first start with the new content today, and if we go ahead and go to the pack market, you can see we got back-to-back flash packs. We got flash pack 8 last week, and we got flash pack 9 this week. And as you can see, we got a GOAT Shaquille O'Neal as well, and this card looks amazing. I don't know if I'm gonna pick him up. I might have to, because it's the diesel. But to go through these cards kind of quickly, we got GOAT Shaq, we got glitch shooting guard small forward Kristaps, we got a Boogie Cousins. Definitely want to try out this card too. Maybe I'll even make a gameplay. Be on the lookout for that. We also got point guard small forward Blake Griffin. Very interesting. We got Galaxy Jaylen Brown, card everyone has been asking for, a lot of people have been asking for. And we got pink diamonds. No diamonds this week. We got Kenny Anderson, Brian Russell, Anthony Edwards, and Jim Jackson. So that's the new content we got today in NBA 2K20. If I go on over to the daily event, as you can see, I might as well cover this too. As you can see, they have the unlimited rewards back in unlimited. So if you guys missed out on a player, they add them all back. So if you guys missed out on Wilt Chamberlain, Glenn Rice, Jerry Lucas, Moses Malone, all these cards, legit every player of the month card is back here in unlimited for this weekend only. So go ahead and go get your sweat on, try to go get these cards. If you are missing any of them, maybe you can get that Dr. J or Rudy Gay. But let's go ahead now and switch back to, or not even switch back, switch on over to the Google Chrome here. As you can see, we got NBA 2K20's Myteam pulled up, and on the screen we did get a new locker code today, and this will kind of tie into the potential token market update we might get tomorrow, because as you can see here, we did get July tokens, July tokens MTP drop. We got 50 tokens, I believe, 50 tokens, 20 tokens, or 3,000 MT, which, by itself is a good locker code, but does that prove there's going to be a token market update? No, but if we switch over here to the final piece of information or final tweet that I found here on Twitter, this kind of lines up pretty well. I mean, it's not confirmed, but it's not a bad idea to think we might get a token market update tomorrow, July 18th, because as you can see, it says peep the date of what happened after the last unlimited event. If you click on here, if you guys remember back May 23rd, we had the same Myteam unlimited event I just covered, and we got a lock code that day, and then the following day we got a token market update on a Saturday, and then today, or sorry, I guess it's the same picture, it's the day after, but yeah, today we got the same thing and a lock code and flash packs. So one could maybe come to the consensus that we might be seeing a token market update tomorrow. And I will kind of I wanted to point that out, one, because it's hype, we've all been looking forward to that, but also we can use this information to potentially invest in some cards that could be going for a lot more MT tomorrow if people, if there's a run for cards for tokens. I'm saying, people are going to want to go out and buy a lot of cards to lock in for some tokens. So we'll go ahead now, switch on over to the market update, and show you guys some filters you guys can be using this weekend to make a lot of MT. Alright, so switching back over now to NBA 2K20, let's go ahead and get into the market update and see if prices are high or low today, and whether or not you should be buying or selling cards. And if we go ahead and go to the auction house here, we can see that prices, there's not a market crash today. Some prices on a few cards are a little bit lower, like maybe the Showtime Shaq, even though he isn't really affected today by the GOAT Shaq coming out. Really, the market's pretty normal. There's not a crash. There might be some good deals out there, but it's going to be just because of a lucky bid. Like LeBron James, that does look like a good deal, but I believe that's just because of maybe a pricing glitch. So the market, guys, it's pretty normal. If you're looking to buy a card today. It's not crashed. It's not like you're going to get the best deal in the world, but at the same time, that goes for if you're selling cards. So pretty much, guys, nothing's changed. Sell a card today if you want to sell a card. Buy a card if you're looking to buy a card for this weekend. Typically, like I always say, prices do go up on the weekend. So if you're going to buy a card, probably buy one right now. Probably buy one this evening. And if you're going to buy one of these new cards, my recommendation for these new cards is to wait on the DeMarcus Cousins, because I see him going buyout, even though he's a really good card. Jaylen Brown, he's already like 60K, maybe even cheaper. So if you're trying to get Boogie or Jaylen Brown, I'd try to snipe those two. You could probably even try to snipe Blake and Kristaps too. However, I do see those cards going for a little bit more. Maybe Kristaps go to buyout. I doubt it. But Blake Griffin, Kristaps, definitely the more expensive cards. Shaquille O'Neal, same thing here. With him, I recommend just waiting, because if you look at Wilt's price, it just goes down. So I would wait to buy a lot of these cards. Maybe try to bid snipe these four. And I just wait completely for Shaq. And then the rest of these guys, you can just try to snipe. So that's my advice for the new cards. And then again, back to the buying and selling, guys. It's a good day to buy cards and a good day to sell cards. It's not, it's not perfect. It's pretty 50-50. And just one more thing now, guys, before we get into the snipe filters, I did want to mention and cover about the token market update. Like I was saying, about potential cards you could invest in. It's no guarantee. Like myself, I'm not going to be investing in these cards. Mostly because I'm good with MT, but I know not everyone has a bunch of MT, so maybe you want to be a little bit riskier with your MT. But my recommendation is, guys, if you're looking to get tokens for a potential token market update, or you just want to make some MT, I would go scoop up some of these cards now. Some of these lower, cheaper cards that go that are in these 200 MT, or sorry, 200 token lock sets, like Ryan Anderson, Zucci. Just for example, a lot of these cheaper guys, I would go pick them up now. Because if we do get a token market update tomorrow, these sets right here are super cheap, especially the Lonzo Ball one. I don't know. I'd recommend bidding these cards today. Maybe we won't get an update tomorrow. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. But if you're trying to, make some money, I would probably get these cards today. And if we do get a token market update, you can either lock them in for tokens yourself, or a lot of these cards are going to go up in price just because there's going to be a lot of demand for these cards. And one card, for example, here is Mo Bamba. Look at this. He's already 10K. I actually didn't know this. I was just looking while recording this video right here, and he's all the way up to 10K. So maybe you want to go scoop some of these for 10K, and they might be going for 25 to 30K tomorrow. I don't know. Just an idea. But moving into the snipe filters portion of the video now, guys, let's go ahead, and I have 3 Galaxy Opal filters for you guys to use today, and a budget baller filter that only requires about like 3,200 MT to snipe with, and you can make a lot of MT because a lot of cards are going to be popping up left and right. But the first one here, or the first two, kind of go together, and this first one is the Shaquille O'Neal Opal filter. It's exactly what it sounds like. Shaquille O'Neal, you want to put the color Galaxy Opal, and then minimum buyout 500, minimum bid 500. And spam and buy anything that pops up. You obviously can see the GOAT Shaquille O'Neal, you can see the glitch Shaquille O'Neal, and you can see the Showtime. And just to show you guys, you can see we have the glitch Shaq, the Showtime Shaq, which still goes for a profitable amount if you get them at 100K, and then obviously the GOAT Shaq, which I'm not going to scroll all the way down to find. But yeah, this filter right here, the cards are going to be popping up left and right. I will say, however, that I did get where is it here? I did get a Shaq on this filter myself on stream today with a diamond contract and shoe, so I should be able to get some or make some money off this. So I don't know. Some people are going to be throwing away Shaqs today, which is why I think this might be a good filter, and you can always go for that crazy GOAT Shaq if you're lucky enough. Now, the next filter, it is pretty similar to the Shaq one, and this one right here is just Galaxy Opal Center Lakers. So this one, it's pretty much the same thing. However, you're not going to get this Showtime Shaq in here. So if Showtime Shaq, for some reason, drops below 100K or isn't profitable, you can just switch to this and be for sure, or know for 100% that this is going to be a snipe, whatever card pops up. But moving on now to the next one, I think this is going to be a slept-on filter, or people are going to be on it, but not as many people. I don't know. I don't think as many people are going to use this filter. And it's Galaxy Opal Pacific, and you want to put it on glitch. And the cards you can see in this filter include the glitched Shaquille O'Neal, glitched Lamar Odom, and the glitched Blake Griffin, I believe. Yeah, Blake Griffin, because he's in the Pacific. So this filter right here, a lot of good cards. You can see Lamar Odom, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Blake Griffin. So should be seeing. I honestly, I think this filter right here is going to be popping quite a bit. You can see Blake Griffin, depending on what he settles at, he's definitely not going to go for 600, but he should be popping up quite a bit, or he should pop up here and there because he's in packs. Same with the Glitch Shack, potentially, if people are selling him today. And Lamar Odom, too, I think that's a card that people aren't going to be targeting as much unless you're using this filter. Now, moving on to the final filter I have for you guys today. You don't have to have 100,000 MT for this one. It's just the pink diamond minimum filter, and I cover this in almost every market update video, but it's just so reliable, and it's going to be great today with all the pink diamonds that are in packs. So what you want to do is set your maximum buyout to 3,200 and buy anything that pops up. Or what you want to do is check to see the lowest pink diamond at the time. I was doing 3,200 earlier, but if we go ahead and look, you can see cards are about 3,900, 3,800. You gotta find the cheapest one and then account for the taxes. So I was doing like 3,200. You can always bump it up a little bit if prices are higher than you think, but you can do like 3,200 to 3,300. Again, just make sure you count for the taxes, and then put the maximum bid above. Or that's what I do. You don't have to, but you can put it above and then change the maximum buyout, or you can just spam. Either works just fine and buy literally anything that pops up. You can see any pink diamond in the game, and I believe the most expensive pink diamond in the game right now is Glacianus. I'm not saying you're gonna see him, but there's always the chance with this pink diamond minimum filter. But alright guys, that's going to do it for today's market update. If you learned anything new today or enjoyed the video, please hit the like button below and feel free to leave a comment. Both those things really help grow the channel and help out the YouTube algorithm for me. And also, if you're new, consider subscribing, as we make these market update videos multiple times per week, and we upload and live stream here almost every single day. So thank you guys for watching as always, and until next time, take it easy.